Oh, good morning, guys, and welcome to another week of following that little yellow house down some of the prettiest roads that America has to offer. Now, it has been sitting still for a few weeks now, which can only mean that Shane is hard at work making another home on wheels. This beautiful little shuttle bus is almost done, and I believe it will be rolling down the road this week as well, right behind that big yellow thing. We've all got lots and lots of beautiful places to go find. Hey, Shane.
Hey, Kelsey.
Are y'all gonna finish this thing up this week?
Well, we better, right?
It's warm right now, but it was definitely colder than I liked last night. It's time to go.
You are wearing Daisy Dukes, so I don't want to hear you complaining that it's too cold. We'll get out of here soon, though.
Let's go see inside.
Look, we're going to start the week out learning. Check out this stuff. Now, personally, I grew up living in a mobile home, so I knew exactly what this stuff was. This is strapping, so when you move a mobile home onto location, you set it up on cinder block towers, in essence, and use this stuff to strap it to the ground, to make sure the tornadoes don't flip it over. We are using it to make brackets to hold our gray water tank under the bus, and it's going to work fantastically. So this week, you're finally going to see a reason for all these wires I've been pulling, and hoses and holes that we've been cutting, and windows we've been removing. Here's one of the cool things we're putting in. This is an electric dump valve. Now this goes on the end of your black tank. It's a gray tank in this application. We don't have a black tank on this bus. The tank's just going to be holding shower and sink water. So you can hook your main stinky slinky up to that, which is, one of these big things. And it's even got a handy dandy clear corner cap so you can see the flow. Ugh. But that attaches to the end of the tank, and then it's got just this lead that runs up to the cab, and with a flip of a switch, you'll be able to open this gate and dump out the fluid. Isn't that cool? I got more to show y'all, don't worry. Well, y'all, I don't know if you can see the little countertop there, but you can see my lights. They're just hooked up to my little test box, though. We'll get some more done tomorrow. One step at a time. It's only 5:30 and it's dark. Ugh. Good morning, y'all. Let's talk about what we're going to do today, or, our plan at least. Okay, so what we got to do is get this thing looking like a barn. So all of this is just dry fit right now. And these are little uppers or risers that Kirk made yesterday to kind of hold the shelving up, but more just, take advantage of space. And that's what's important in these conversions. All of this is going to come out and get stained and painted. So are these uppers. There's going to be faces going on it. Everything else you can see that's still plywood or nothing is about to look like a barn. Now, I want to show you what we're using to do that, because if you've been inside the Love Hut digitally or physically for the select few, we use pallet wood, and that stuff is 3/4 inch thick. This is processed barn wood, and what they do is they shave off about a 1/2 inch, give or take, off the outside of the beams. And then they use those beams for other things, building furniture, what have you. But the ugly outside is what we're harvesting. And this stuff, this whole bundle is just incredibly light. But this is what we're going to be covering the walls with, and we can actually staple this stuff. Isn't that beautiful? All right. Let's change this thing. Well, building the way we build. It's kind of a tide, you know. The tide rises and falls. So this morning it looked very put together, and then we tore it all apart. And then tomorrow it'll be very put together, and we might tear it apart a little bit. But everything outside is being stained. And we're using a gray gel coat, so you can see the difference between this one that doesn't have any on it, as well as these risers that hold that upper shelf. We'll get some more done tomorrow, y'all. But for today, I think that's all we're getting done. Look at that shower wall. That's wild looking. Back at it. Let's get these cabinets in. So now that we've got the cabinets in, the next big project is going to be working on the shower. And right now I'm using the shower space to store all of this cabinetry and support that eventually turns into a bed when I'm done. But it's time to get it put back together because all this has to get carpeting as well. That's right, we're not going to leave it ugly plywood, don't worry. See, I'll show you.
Hey, mister. What are you doing in here?
I'm trying to tame this beast. So, generally, when you get a conversion, a shuttle bus, it's a van. This is a van here. And then all of this gadgets and gadgets, all these tubes and wires and what have you, all this is added on by the conversion company. Now we have air conditioner controls, we have heater controls, we had the control for the elevator lift. I've butchered all of that, and in essence what I've done is I've taken the power for our house batteries, and we're going to be using that to energize the doors, because if you keep opening and closing those doors, it'll kill your cranking battery. And then I've also put the pressure pump for the rear axle, so it has airbags on it just like the LoveHut, so you can raise and lower the suspension. And we went ahead and put a manual cutoff on there for that as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
This place is coming along. Boy, that's pretty.
You mean the wood or me?
You, of course, Kirk.
Stove.
Well, you know, I'm tired, and I'm almost finished. But one of the switches isn't working, and, you know, it's not wise to make rash decisions and start cutting things this late in the day. I'm going to come back for it in the morning. But would you look at what Kirk did today? You know, you can't see the top. It's too dark in here. But he did inset this stovetop. He's had this thing for years. And he's been threatening me with putting it in different vehicles, and I'm happy to see it in here. What an awesome little stove. Crazy hole he had to cut to get it in there, though. Boy, howdy. All right, we'll get some more done tomorrow. I'm going to go find Kelsey. Me and Kirk started our morning with a meeting of the minds looking at the weather for this upcoming weekend. The highs are supposed to be in the 40s. We got to get to cracking on this thing, as if we haven't been already. I will say, two friends working on something makes you work a little slower, not a little faster. But let's talk about where we're at. We still have the shower area to do. We have a plan to do it quickly, but it remains still undone. The tank plumbing is right underneath it. We've got our plumbing to our sink and our shower all encapsulated in this area with one feeder line back to the water tank there. This clothing storage area is really coming together. Kirk went ahead and carpeted as much as he could. We have another layer of plywood that goes on top of this, and all that's going to get carpeted, and that's where the mattress goes. So you'll be able to lift and access to put clothes down in here. And I've even put an access door so you can access the garage as well as that pesky diesel heater down there. We got a lot more lights to do too. Nothing but to keep moving. Kirk, we got to quit screwing around, man. It's going to be cold soon.
Oh, I want to take a nap.
Me too, I'm tired. Hey! There's so much noise here, I don't even need headphones, Kelsey. Oh, goodness.
How's it going, babe?
Oh, I'm living the wire life. I'm trying to bring our spaghetti to an end, you know? It all comes to one spot. But all the functionalities and these switches. Like a freaking spaceship built inside of a barn. This place is looking awesome. What you think?
Believe it or not, guys, all of this is coming to an end very, very quickly. Look at all that fancy carpeting.
Aww, I missed all of it. All the color. It's one of the best parts about being out west is the sunsets. Look, it's just a square box. It's taking all day. Look at all that you can't see. Isn't that neat? Mm-hmm. It's good and dark in here. My pile of spaghetti continues to be tamed. There's a reason it's taking so long. We'll do some more tomorrow. Oh, what a beautiful morning it is. We're still pushing ahead and lamenting over our time schedule. Winter's supposed to be here this weekend, so that means we only got a few days. I'm pushing ahead, tying more electrical bits and pieces together. Kirk's laying in bed. The couch is coming to shape. This is what I tried to show you in the dark last night. This is actually 2 layers, and this is hinged, so it's going to be the back, and it'll have the same webbing. This stuff's springy. This is going to be the most comfortable couch I've seen in a bus, no doubt. All right, let's keep going. Well, Kirk pulls those measurements. I'm going to show you what he's measuring for. This is the wall that goes on that side. Now, you all have seen me build showers out of FRP, or fiberglass reinforced plastic. This stuff is called Filon. Filon comes in long sections. This is what they use to wrap the outside of RVs with, actually. So it's a lot more flexible than FRP. it likes to bend in one direction. You can't bend it in two directions. So if you're going to roll it this way, that's fine. But you can't really contour around a round surface. You have to cut it. That being said, we are going to contact cement this stuff up here. Now, me and Kirk are in a fortunate circumstance in that there's two of us. So that means we get to do this the easy way. We're going to smear contact cement all over both of these surfaces. And we'll smear it all over the back of each of these as well. Let it set. And then because there's two of us, we can negotiate that thing in here and get it set and press it up on the wall. Versus when I'm alone, I have to do it outside and bring it in, which makes everything a lot more difficult. So while he's working on that, I'm working on wiring still for more switches for all of these lights up here. They're all going to be on different sections. I've managed to get all of the front console pinned back together. We still have a stereo to be going in here. There's going to be a TV going here, a subwoofer, and speakers on each side of this as well. So there is definitely a lot going in here. We also have to put a toilet here as well. And it's not just your normal toilet. But I'm not going to show that just yet. I say all that to say we got to go to the big box stores. So we're trying to get as much done as we can in the daylight and drive in the dark. Let's see what more we can do. Good morning, y'all. It's time to open this thing up. Now, I left that open last night and we've left several of them open because we're in the desert. It's not raining out here. But unfortunately, I've had this happen before. We got us a buddy. Let's see if we can get him out of here without him pecking my eyes out. How long you been in here, dude? All right, so it's time to really do some eyewash, as Kirk calls it, and we're going to make a big move. Now, he is applying contact cement to the back of that Filon that I showed y'all. So this side here is very smooth, and then this side here has a protective film on it. So once we get it all set, then we peel the film off, and it's like a new iPhone, you know? But the process is going to be, he's covering all of those panels with contact cement. And then he's going to cover all of this plywood with contact cement. And then you let it set. And then once it's not sticky anymore to touch, you bring in those flexible panels one at a time. And the catch is, when this glue touches itself after it's cured on both surfaces, it's a permanent bond. So we get one chance to put a big flexible piece of fiberglass up on each of these surfaces, you know, with precision. This is gonna be fun.
Well, guys, that sun is disappearing again, and the boys have been working all day. I gotta say, it's getting colder than I want to be out here. So I'm very excited to tell y'all that they're getting close. Hey.
Hey,
What are you doing?
got to squirt this Raptor bed liner. It comes with its own proprietary gun, and it's a two-part epoxy situation is what it is. So it comes with all the fluids. You put it in the can, you shake it, and we're gonna spray it on here, and it's gonna harden and make this pretty.
it?
I like making other people do my work.
You've done a lot of that stuff, guys.
Well, good morning, y'all. Our shower walls are still curing over there. Kirk's been working on our doorstep and adding trim. And I'm still hiding wires. One step at a time. This thing's come a long way in just a few weeks, y'all. We're almost there. Oh, me, oh, my. Hey!
Hey, how's it going in here?
You witnessed me lamenting, I suppose. Kirk's finishing the kitchen sink over there, and I'm still running wires. But look, Kelsey, look underneath. They all hide somewhere. They're way back under here. It's a maze of wires all around this bus.
Very nice. Very nice indeed.
Sink faucet.
Sink faucet.
What's that, Kirk?
It's countertop / lid for the shower. Yeah.
Counter shower wall.
Counter shower wall.
Awesome. That's what that is, Kelsey. That's awesome.
Indeed.
We need one of those.
I agree. I don't think it would fit in the Love Hut.
No.
Okay.
Well, y'all, me and Kirk aren't quite done for today, but the sun is almost done. So I'm going to show you all where we're at. I was hoping we'd be done today, but I think we're a little behind schedule. Our shower stall is almost complete. Our countertop that folds over this is complete. Kirk added this table this afternoon as well. Such a simple design to create such a huge space. But you know what I'm going to tell you? You're going to have to come back next week to see how this thing finishes up. I promise it's going to be cool, and we're going to do it as fast as we can. And make sure you check out some of our other social media like Facebook and Instagram. You can see some still shots of these projects as well, and not just all the video that we put on YouTube. That's also a great way to get a hold of us, because you can actually send a direct message on those platforms, or you can use email and send us one at LoveHut4Life@gmail.com. I do want to say thank you to each and every one of you that did watch this video, and potentially one of the hundreds before it. We'll see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.